So I think I have reviewed and unboxed enough kits to the point where I can start rating them against each other. So let's go. Right in the beginning of the video, let's see what we have. So at the bottom I have Mia's Secret. Y'all know I love Mia's Secret for beginners, but I feel like the others are a little bit better, so that's why this one is at the bottom. So Mia's Secret is at the bottom, and then number 2 we have Kiara Sky, and then number 1 so far we have not polished. But to add to this rating list, we have another kit that we will be unboxing today, and that is this acrylic beginner nail kit from Valentino. So before we get too much into it, let's go ahead and do our notification shout out. So these are the first 4 people who commented on my very last video within this series. So thank you guys so much for having your post notifications turned on, and congratulations, because I will be dropping you guys' name in the draw for the giveaway at the end of this series. So starting off, if you're new to the channel and if you're new to this series, the series is all about finding beginner nail kits on the more expensive side that will give you a good bit of what you need to get started to do nails. And I picked 6 different kits from different brands to unbox here for you guys on YouTube. And at the end of the series, I will be picking one lucky winner to win one of the kits that I unboxed throughout this series. So today we're unboxing Valentino's acrylic system, the beginner kit. And before tax and shipping and everything like that, it's $194. So round up $101. So this kit includes Bad & Bougie acrylic powder, crystal clear acrylic powder, skin type pigment acrylic powder, nail liquid monomer 8 ounces, non-wipe gel top coat, and super bond primer, which I can show you guys right now. They have it all nice and secured in bubble wrap. Oh wow, looks like one of the powders wasn't closed properly, and I'm guessing it's this one right here because it's cracked a little bit. Ooh, and I guess right, this little part right here came off, but it's okay because look, we still have a full jar of acrylic. So first up on the list, this is how the bottle of monomer looks. And I think it said this is 8 ounce. Yeah, it says it right there. It's an 8 ounce bottle. And then we have some super bond. And then over here in this box, we have our top coat. And the acrylic got all in the box. Feels real sandy, but that's our top coat. And this is our crystal clear jar of acrylic. This is 1.5 ounces. Then we have the jar that's spilled everywhere, which is the Bad & Bougie, and it's also 1.5 ounces. And then this one is the super powder, that's what it's called. And then this one is 0.5 ounces, so you can see the huge difference in size there. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right on into it. I'm just gonna bust right open some of this monomer, and honestly, this is what I do every time. I just poke like some holes in the top just so it's easier to kind of squeeze out and I'm not spilling it all over the place. And I'm going to be using the Kiara Sky brush that I got in my last kit, the number 12 brush. So I went on and put 2 coats of the top coat they provided on my nails, just so they're easy to pop off later on. And on the nail tips, y'all already know what the deal is. We're using these nail tips from Amazon. I'm going to include them in the description this time so you guys can find them if you're interested. But if you're prepping for a nail set, you definitely want to remove the shine using a sanding band with an E-file, and then push back those cuticles, apply the nail tips, and then you can use this super bond. I did use KDS nail glue to apply the nail tips on, and I went on and shaped and filed and everything like that. I'm using a Panafile 80 grit. First, I'm just going to take a sanding band. I'm going to keep the speed really low, and we're just going to remove this little hump in the smile line and just really keep it on the nail tip. You don't want to go on your natural nail for this. We're just removing that little hump. That way when we apply acrylic, there's no extra hump right there. Now for the nail tip design, we're going to utilize both of these colors, the Bad & Bougie and this super powder. I think that's what it's called. It says it right there at the bottom. I think we're gonna have a nice set with this. We got this nice little glitter and then a nude. So this is kind of gonna be a freestyle. I'm not using any Instagram pictures for inspiration. I'm just gonna go with the flow of my little brain, which can either be really good or really bad. So let's just see how this goes. I'm gonna do a Frenchie. I'm always a bit messy with my acrylic Frenchies, but I start with maybe a medium-sized bead, and I'm gonna start like right here. And I love this Valentino acrylic because it just kind of stays where I need it to be. It doesn't run, so that's good. And look, it's already in like the French shape that I need it to be in. So I'm just gonna kind of shape it up before it dries all the way down. I'm gonna flatten this part up here. And then I'm just gonna get a cuticle bead, so something a little bit smaller than what I had before. And then I'm just gonna push it up to the cuticle there, and we're gonna blend the rest out. Kind of fill out the rest of this little French piece. I still need a little bit on this side. And I'm noticing there's a tad bit of sparkle in this nude, but just a tad, but it's pretty, I like it. Let's see if we can get this bead size right. I'm just gonna put it like on the edge right here. Kind of blend it out to the side. And then make it come down. Pick up a medium size bead a little bit. Ooh. Like that. Press it up so that it's flat up here. And then size it on up. And it's dropping. Oh, they're at the same level. I'm good. This really gets me excited. If you've seen other videos of me trying to do this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like the acrylic just runs and runs. It happens definitely with, I'll say Model 1's acrylic. It runs and runs, and it's difficult to work with when you're doing stuff like this. Right here. And it's nothing against Model 1s. Model 1s is just generally a runnier acrylic to work with. And sometimes it's also, I pick up watery beads. Okay, so I'm gonna shape them up after I lay the acrylic for the pointer and the pinky, but I did my thumb off camera as well. Did the same exact thing. They look pretty good, and they'll look even better after I file. So I think I'm gonna do the pinky all nude, and then we'll do something extra with it later. But as for acrylic wise, I think I just wanna make the whole thing nude for now. And we're gonna need a lot more than that. And now we can do a teeny tiny cuticle bead right here at the top, at the tippity top. Push it up to the cuticle and then come right on down. Ooh, that was so perfect. I love this acrylic. I am loving Valentino. I'm not even gonna lie. And then we'll build an apex with the clear acrylic. But for the pointer finger, I wanted to do an ombre with the glitter and the nude. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I personally think this glitter is so pretty. take it right here. We're just gonna blend it up a little bit. And then bring the rest down. And make sure you keep the shape. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more of the glitters up here on this end. Now this bead I'm gonna make a little watery on purpose because I like my blend to be easy. So I'm gonna start up here and then we're gonna just let it on out. And that was nice. That was a nice transition. I didn't even have to try. Y'all see how good this stuff is? I didn't even have to struggle with that. I have not struggled not once yet. And y'all know my struggle is real. Okay, I don't hide my struggle with y'all. I'm about to go back and buy every color acrylic from Valentino at this point because I love this. Look at that. Should I make the blend a little lower? Oh my gosh, I might mess everything up with this, but let's see if I can just make it go down just a little bit more. And I did this with a watery bead as well. And yeah, that's as low as I want it to get. That's pretty good. Okay, we can stop. I'm not gonna try to mess nothing else up. Okay, so I already filed this one off camera. So now I'm just gonna file this one. And you really just simply just gonna go around until it looks nice and sharp. So I did this now off camera, but this is basically how I want it to go. So I use this gold gel paint from Madam Glam, and I'm just gonna outline the French there. And that's just because me personally, I don't like the way it looks without being outlined, especially when you're dealing with clear acrylic. And since this one is clear, a clear glitter, I wanna outline it just so the French doesn't get lost in that clear. It doesn't look like it's floating. I don't like that look personally. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying, but just gonna put this little outline here and then we'll cure it for about 30 seconds. And after that's all cured, I'm just gonna take a thin layer of the glitter and kind of push the corners up a bit and then just bring the rest down. And I'll take little bits and go up here and just bring it on up. And really, the base of this acrylic is clear, so I'm just gonna make sure I get the glitter up here in that corner so it can be seen. Focus on getting the glitter up there. And then we're gonna get like some more pieces of glitter and just kind of fill it in where there's like gaps. Down here, we're still keeping it pretty thin. Okay, so I debulk with a ceramic bit. I feel like with a ceramic bit, I have a bit more of like control over what I want to debulk and what I want to keep, if that makes sense. So I'm really gonna focus on just this right here, getting this down. All right, that is pretty good. And while I have my ceramic bit out, I'm gonna go ahead and like debulk up here at the top. So I kind of get the sides in and get that hump down. And then get this little side right here in too. And now we just have to cap it off with some clear acrylic, but I'm kind of thinking I want to add something extra. So just to add something a little extra, I'm going to put these gold leaves, and I got these from Amazon, by the way. And I'm just going to scatter them around on the tip of the French, and I'm going to use this top coat to do it. I'm just going to put a little layer of it right there. And then I have some in the top. I'm just going to kind of break them apart. And I'm just gonna randomly place them. I'm like spread it out all the way around. And then I'm gonna cure that. And now I'm just gonna cap it off with the clear acrylic. So to finish these nails off, I'm just going to take my 80 grit panna file and file both sides of the nail, file underneath the nail, and then I'm going to file the free edge straight. And then we're going to round out the sides of the nail to kind of like tuck it in a little bit. And then I filed the center of the nail so it has a smooth transition from the apex down to the free edge. And then right here, I'm just debulking the apex with my ceramic bit, and then I'm going to take a cuticle bit and seal my cuticle area. And soon after buffing the nails, I realized like my pinky finger was way longer than the rest of my nails, but I just kind of kept it like that because I was ready to be done with this set. So before I give my rating of this kit, I just want to explain the way I rated the previous kits in the beginning of the video because I really wasn't that clear. So I was rating the kits based off of the quality of the monomer and the acrylic. I put not polished at the top because I am in love with its acrylic system. The acrylic is super easy to work with, and honestly, Valentino is up there with not polished. Like, I really love, I don't know which one I will put over the other. Oh my gosh. Valentino honestly gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Love, love, love it. I will most likely do a better rating of all of the kits that I unboxed from this series at the very end of this series for the very last video that I'll do. But I'm very curious as to what y'all would rate the different brands that I've unboxed within this series. So if you've used some of the brands that I've unboxed within this series, let me know down in the comments how you would rate all of these brands. I feel like everyone's opinion is very much valid. But that is the end of this unboxing. We had 3 acrylic jars. We have one 8-ounce monomer, and we have a top coat and a Super Bond primer. I really love how much monomer you get with this kit. It gives you almost everything that you need to get started. I would have liked it to include like some buffers or maybe a file, but I think the quality of the acrylic kind of made up for that, honestly. So we are almost coming to the end of this series. I have one last nail kit that I want to unbox for you guys. I'm thinking about squeezing another one in there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. But our last nail kit that we'll unbox next week will be from Young Nails. So stay tuned for that. That will be next Saturday's video. And then the next video after that is when the winner will be revealed. So super excited about giving away one of these kits to one lucky winner. But yeah, it looks like we're at the end of this video. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this far if you have done that. And just a quick update for everybody that sent something to my P.O. box for me to promote for you. I am going to check my P.O. box to see if anybody have sent anything. And if I have anything in my P.O. box, I will be doing a video on that by the end of next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will give y'all update on that on my Insta story. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. And if you have anything you would like me to promote for free, make sure you send it to my P.O. box. I will have the address in the description down below. And yeah, let me just stop blabbering. I will see you guys in my my very next video.